Honorable Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa, honorable members of this House. Abshe, Minjani, Eko, Nikansa ngofu, Honorable Speaker, loko nipfumelerile ku vulavula la, ni vulavula na vanhu va le kaya. Leswaku ni va hlamusela kahle ku humelela yini la parliament. ANC ya vona leyi va nga yi kheta yi busy ya tirha hi ku chivirika nakona yi tirha yi karhi yi ri na ku pfumela leswaku swi ta endleka. Tanihi loko President Mandela a hi byerile ku ri it all seems impossible until it is done. Aka tiko leri vanhu ava ku freedom a yi nga pfuki yi ve kona. Hina valava hi fikile hikwala hi ti-members ta parliament. It has happened. Hinkwaswo leswi nga la ka budget leswi swi nga vulavuriwa hi minister na chairperson swi ta endleka hi ndlela yaleyo. Before ni ya mahlweni na speech xa mina ni la ku teka this opportunity ku va ni congratulate the President, Honorable His Excellency, Honorable Jacob Zuma, kuba a hlawuriwile to co-chair the Health High Commission by the Secretary of the United Nations. Nikombela mi n'wi bela mavoko. Swilo leswi swi komba kahle ku ri hambiloko vanhu vo tshama va karhi va vulavula va sapatela va sandza va endla mihlolo hinkwayo. The world believes in the ANC. The world believes that we can run this country and we are pushing forward. Nila ku mi hlamusela nyana hi mhaka yin'wana leyi yi nga vulavuriwa hi the Honorable Deputy President, Comrade Cyril Ramaphosa. Loko a hlamusela timhaka ta infrastructure ari Rwanda endawo leyi va nge Kigali. He said the coordination effect has benefited South Africa immensely and can be replicated. A hlamusela timhaka ta ku hlanganisa timhaka ta mali, timhaka ta miehleketo, timhaka ta technology ya ku aka technology. And he is saying this because he comes from the ANC. He believes in inclusive growth. And this is the message that he took to Africa. He also pointed out that this strategy actually assisted us as the ANC within 21 years to build 4.3 houses. 4.3 million houses. We were also able to electrify more than 20 million houses because of the ANC strategy of inclusivity and of inclusivity. We are including ourselves, yourselves, the private sector, everybody in the development of the Republic of South Africa. Kambe ni fanele ku va ni dilaninyana na timhaka leti nga vulavuriwa la ti nga vekiwa hi xidyondzeki Professor Professor man wa Inkatha Freedom Party Msima. You know, honorable members, education is good if it assists you to understand society, to understand what is happening amongst the people. As the ANC, we're not theorizing anything. You know, the effect that this grants has had in our people is very immense. I remember between 1988 and 1990 in Bushbuckridge, we used to measure, we used to go to the maternity and count the number of children that died at birth and before the age of 5. We are still doing it in Bushbuckridge. And guess what? The numbers that used to die have disappeared. Children are living because the mothers are fed, because the children are fed. It's a question of life and death. It's not a joke. We should actually, be realistic. Hypocrisy will not help us. Because as a black person, I know, Professor Msimang, even if you as a professor can afford to feed your children, you do have a distant relative who struggles to put a loaf of bread on the table. You do have those people. And you can't come here and actually say these things will make us a welfare state. We are a developmental state. We are not a welfare state. There are people, there are South Africans today who must survive hunger, who must be fed. It's a reality. There are families who will not otherwise see the end of day without those grants. So there is no question of a welfare state. Government is doing everything to make sure that South Africans do realize their first right, the right to life. That is a right in the Constitution. And anybody who actually respects the Constitution should actually observe and encourage that right. I was actually very happy when I saw Honorable Manir on the stage. I thought, I remember what happened in the committee yesterday. In the appropriation committee, we were presented with a thick document from the DA. They said they are making amendments to the appropriation bill. I even called it a doctorate thesis. And I said, how much are you going to pay me to actually assist you with your thesis? Because we don't work like that. In that committee, we demand and we are adamant to the fact that departments must give us documents at least before 3 days. We can't have people actually going and draft some secret documents, thick Bibles like this, dump it in front of us and say, we must decide on them. When we queried that, Honorable Dr. Fig raised his hand and he said, no, Honorable Chair, I did it because it is a norm of this committee. He said that, and he knows very well that we've always reprimanded departments, and he also spoke on those debates. So I want to tell you that I will not even bother to worry about what he has said, because I cannot rely on a person who can, with a straight face, actually say things that he knows are not correct. He knows very well that what he was saying was wrong. He knows the stance of the committee, but he decided to come and say the opposite. And I think, honorable members, when we deal with the budget, we are dealing with the lives and survival of our own people. We mustn't come and play jokes. What I want to say is that that Bible that the DA brought to our committee is nothing else but a document intended to delay the passing of the budget. And I want people at home to know that if the budget is not passed, government will not deliver services. Grants will not be paid. Grants will not be paid. And if grants are not paid, it means if grants are not paid, we will not be able to survive as a nation, because many people will lack food. I don't worry, I'm not talking about these people on my left. I will tell you why. Mr. Honorable Manir yesterday actually made me understand why they do this. He asked the president a shocking question. He said, don't you consider abandoning your policies and adapting to structural adjustment by the IMF? I was shocked, actually, because those things have never worked in any. Many developing economies actually suffered. Many countries went bankrupt because of, and the crafters of those policies did not have the courtesy to actually apologize. Actually, they came out with more excuses that those countries did not implement the policies correctly, and then they did not implement them faithfully, all sorts of excuses. Fact of the matter is that structural adjustments did not do well for developing economies. So as the African National Congress, we believe in a mixed economy. There is no way we are going to just look at one strategy and say, this is the one that we are going to follow, like the DA. They are married to that. They are married to $1, one vote. That is their problem. They don't believe in actually taking everybody on the democracy in this country. They were actually dragged screaming and kicking to the one man, one vote. That is the problem. So as the ANC, we are going to implement our policies without worrying about the structural adjustment. Forget them. They won't work in this country. I actually want to highlight one thing. Me, when all of you speak, I keep quiet, I listen. I don't shout at any one of you. But you don't believe in the Constitution. You're trying to frustrate my freedom of expression, which my parents, myself, and everybody have fought for. You are not going to win. I'm going to assert my right to speak in this house, and people believe me. Let me tell you one thing. That is what we are going to do. I must bore you. Why must I please you? IMF. Why must I play? What? Structural adjustments. I don't want to please you. I will bore you. It's my time. And I just want to tell you that this government is going to put a lot of attention in investigating drugs.
Thank you very much.
Like the drugs that were found in the church of your leader.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member.